a lot of you that are here today. But more importantly, I came to say something that is extremely important to me and very close to my heart. About 3 weeks ago, a very good, close friend of mine came into the emergency room with a stomachache. And we thought that that's what it was, indigestion. The hospital here determined that what she had was a torn aorta. The main valve of her heart was leaking. Okay? Everyone in the emergency room was so professional about it. Everything was done in a timely basis. I don't know what the rift is about the generators. I'm sitting here feeling comfortable. Don't you like the air conditioning? Right?
I like the noise it was.
And I'm sure that a lot of people have their own personal issues. But my point is that everyone acted very quickly, very professionally, and because of this hospital, my friend is alive today. And I want to say thank you. Secondly, I'm sorry, Gary, for your loss. We've been friends for many, many years, and I don't know, what else to say. But as a community, we need to stay together. We need to support our local hospitals. We need to support our doctors. Because if we don't do it, no one else will. And we can't let anybody from outside discriminate against us and tell us how bad our hospital is. We can tell our own administrators how bad our hospitals are. Right? If it's in order, we'll do it. And thank God, you guys have been doing a great job. And I don't say that very often. Gary knows. When you're wrong, you're wrong. But you're doing an excellent job. God bless you. Thank you.
I think Cruz wants it.
Yes, thank you for your patience. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Evelyn Cruz. I'm here representing Congresswoman Nida Velazquez. It's been a while since I've been here, but make no mistake about it, we keep our ear to the ground. Mr. Garg, I just want to, again, thank you. Your leadership in the past 2 years is really working to lead the hospital on a better course. And that's important. I think Marissa touched on it. We are a low-income community. You are the only hospital in the community that's here serving, accepting clients, whether they have insurance, whether they don't have insurance. And we think that's important. I want to share also that in Washington, it's been an uphill battle. Many of you may know of this. We've been fighting the new administration in their efforts to disseminate or to rescind the Obama health care plan. In our district alone, there will be over 374,000 folks that do not have health coverage that could be impacted if it is rescinded. Nida Velazquez is fighting in Washington to ensure that we do not roll back health care reform, that we improve it where it needs to be improved, that we also preserve Medicare for our senior citizens. And if you've been watching the news last night, and I don't want to be political, but everything is politics. If you watched the news last night, there was a major race in upstate New York. It was a race won by a Democrat. It's been predominantly Republican for how many? I think this is the fourth Democrat since 18-something that it went Democrat. And the point is that this is a candidate that ran on the platform that we cannot rescind health care, we cannot cut out Medicare services, Medicaid services, and job opportunities for our constituents. So I wanted to share that. And the last thing I'm here to listen to are the concerns with the generator. Our office has received numerous complaints, even letters from constituents, from homeowners. And I think that we need to find a medium. I think that anyone here who is opposed to the generator does support the hospital, and that's what we like to hear. I trust that those that are against the generator are not against the hospital. What we're against is the decibel, the emissions, and the noise. So I think we need to present that. This cannot be a battle about them against us. And if you are new here, if you're a new homeowner, welcome. But we need to work collectively. collaboratively to improve this. And I know that this administration will listen and will work with all of us. So I'm here to listen, and that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Evelyn, and I appreciate the comment that the generators are something which are noisy, disturb a lot of people, and we are fully aware of that. Well, those are fairly filtered before they hit the atmosphere. Can somebody just lower the blind for a minute? Sure. But let me get to the whole generator issue. And at the end of the day, you know, everything which is wrong with this hospital is my headache. So anybody has an issue, I'm willing to answer. But let me explain to you what has been happening. You have to give me 3 or 4 minutes to explain to you the background, and then you'll understand why they're here. The air conditioners on the roof of this hospital are very old. It's a massively expensive capital project. To change these air conditioners permanently is going to cost $7 million. Right? And as Evelyn said, and as everyone knows, money is very tight. To get anything from the state, the city, or the federal government is like fighting uphill battle. But we decided last year that we have to change this air conditioner. I'll tell you why we have to change it. There are 2 or 3 areas of the hospital which cannot function in temperatures over 60, 65 degrees. Those are the wards. Because when you have an operation going on, the risk of infection in a non-cooled atmosphere multiplies dramatically. And that is the reason why we have finally contracted with a company to move those air conditioners off, the old air conditioner, put new ones in. Now, what is the process? Last year, we also had a generator out in the street with a cooling machine, what do you want to call it. I understand the concern. I came here yesterday morning and the thing was shut because the noise was too loud, so we had to shut it in the night. What are the 3 phases being worked on? So once you understand the background, you understand this hospital cannot work without air conditioning. Just impossible. The reason why this machine is a little noisier than the one last year is because it's a bigger machine. Last year we had to cut ORs down, and when people are here waiting to be operated on, you have to keep those ORs running. We have 7 operating rooms. And obviously the patient rooms also have to be ventilated and cooled. Now, what is the answer? And I'll give you the short-term answer. We put those air conditioners out there. The machine which is making the more of the noise is the one which is the solid caravan, so to speak. No. And that houses the actual generator, the one which pumps power to the machine which actually cools the hospital. Now, what we have decided to do virtually overnight, and Ron Spadaccini is here who knows this project inside out, poor guy's been harassed all over the shop, but what we are going to be doing is moving that generator from where it is today to our parking lot. And that has taken a lot of work because when you put soundproofing on a generator that size, you create a fire hazard because the machine overheats. Very simple. It's just like your own home. If you keep overrunning something and you don't ventilate your air conditioner, that's why it sticks out of the window, or it has an exhaust, something like a car. You have to let that out somehow. By moving to the side parking, we have virtually overnight engineered a soundproofing mechanism. We understand from the engineer that it'll cut down the noise by 50%. It's going to cost us a lot of money, which we can ill afford, but we'll do it anyway. What we are going to do is mount it on a rubber stand, heavy, thick rubber, so it cuts the vibration out. And the principle is, I don't want to get into technical stuff, but like a bridge, when your car's going, it rattles, it breaks the... What we're trying to do is absorb as much as we can on big rubber pumps. Above the building, above the generator, we're going to fit a canopy with sound absorbing material. That is the only solution we have, and we are told that that will solve our problems by 50% for, I guess, till September, Ron? Till September, by the time which all this equipment will be gone. Now, we have a real crunch in terms of trying to find the $5 or $7 million to pay for this. And that is why we need the community not to go to other places. And I'm really making an appeal here. Capital improvement projects are very, very expensive. Like last year, or 2 years ago, it was emergency room. The new emergency room is 100 times better than the old one. But it costs $2.7 million to do it. And I thank the city for helping us with the grant. But these are the issues faced by community hospitals. So what I'm asking for, how long will it take before we move it around?
Within 2 weeks.
No, actually moving the...
Generator?
Yeah.
There's a generator coming up from Memphis to be put.
No, but I'm talking about the physical location.
We'll be
Actually moving from the street to the parking lot.
within 2 weeks, probably sometime next week because of the holiday.
Okay.
We have to run cable through the basement, and they're going to bring another generator up, put it in place, take the other one away. So the time frame is within 2 weeks. I don't want to say it's only
Sure.
less, but within 2 weeks you will have everything moved over, and it will push it back from the street. So it'll be inside the parking lot, in with the walls. They should buffer a lot of the sound. And then the sound that comes up, they're putting in, we met with this company that actually does this type of work, which is sound.
Which parking lot are you talking about?
The parking lot in the doctor's behind the hospital.
On Stockholm Street or on St. Nicholas?
Stockholm.
So like where the old emergency room,
I'm sorry?
where the old emergency room entrance used to be.
Yeah, but the reason why, it's not just a physical location. By moving it off the street, you can actually put a barricade up with soundproofing. The reason we could not put it up right now, it's already sits in the street. If you do anything with it, you actually cut out a lot of the street, which makes it difficult for ambulances to get one. So what we are, I'm going to let Dr. Chelby say what he wants to say in 1 second. But what I really want to explain to you, that this means logistically moving patients out of these rooms, which will, because I don't want the patients not to sleep either, right? We're really caught in a very difficult situation. But it is, path of least resistance is to cut down some of the rooms in which the patients are by that side of the building, move the generator there, put some soundproofing around it. It'll be further from the street, further from the houses, and add some. I think you'll get a noise reduction around 50%. In terms of the fumes, typically any generator which is operated has a lot of filters in it. Yes, I'm not going to say 0%. Is it worse than a car? I can't tell you. But we'll get you a report. We believe that it's not harmful enough because you would not be allowed to put it if it is that harmful. And I think the other solution is put an exhaust fan by the basement, or by the floor level. So but honestly, this has taken a whole month to engineer. It's not easy to do these things. It's a massive machine. And by the way, we don't want it there. It costs us close to $180,000 a month to run.